What's up, YouTube? It's Ev, bringing the blaze back. Welcome back to episode 2 of our Let's Play Pokemon Platinum series. If you're enjoying the content so far, make sure to leave a like, hit that subscribe button, tap that bell icon, and leave a comment down below to join the community today. Now let's get started. Now, if you don't remember where we left off last time, we were in Twin Leaf Town, just about to head off to Professor Rowan's lab in Sandgem Town. Looks like we got Barry right here waiting for us. Barry, excuse me, Nathan. Too slow! Ev, I'm sick of waiting! I'm going to go see Professor Rowan so I can thank him properly. So, I had this great idea. Listen up, okay? You know that lake where we always play at? You know how they say a legendary Pokemon lives there? You guessed it! Let's catch that Pokemon! That'll make Professor Rowan happy, I'm sure of that! Me and you together, we got nothing to fear! Oh, also, as I'm coming back into this, I'm remembering so much. So it looks like we're gonna get that beautiful hue of that evening color. I absolutely love one of my favorite parts about Diamond and Pearl too, about Gen 4 in general. They look absolutely beautiful from night to day. I did want to go in and change some options. There's some options that I always do change, and I did forget about some things last episode that I want to remedy. So the text speed, we're going to go fast, just because it'll always pause for us to be able to read it. That way we're not like lagging, waiting for it to load all the way in. Stereo sound is fine, battle scene is on. I always play on set mode. It hasn't mattered in the last episode because we've only had our one Chimchar. But I always think it's more of a challenge that way. It makes it more interesting. This is by no means a Nuzlocke, even a hardcore Nuzlocke. We are not doing any kind of challenge run, but I just feel like it makes more sense than, you know, someone telling you exactly what they're going to do right before they do it. It kind of, by putting yourself in set mode, it kind of immerses you into that world. And that's really what I want to get done here. The button mode is fine. This frame, I always had a signature frame. Ever since early on, when I discovered you could change these text box frames, which if you didn't, you're welcome, because this is a really cool feature. I would always choose this Pokeball when I missed it the first time, Type 6. I absolutely love that design. That has been my signature design for every single playthrough I've done since. And if you will notice, we hop into our Pokemon menu, we got our Chimchar looking bouncing around. His name is Chimchar. Now see, the first time I played, I did not nickname my Pokemon. They stayed Chimchar, you know, their own Pokemon species names. For this playthrough, I do want to nickname each of the Pokemon on the team. Whether that be the first 6, we're going to continue nicknaming them even if we do switch out members in the later stages of the game. All depends on how it goes, but if you're looking for nicknames, they are here. I just forgot to put it in. As soon as we get to the name raider, we will be changing all of them and giving them nicknames. So if you have any ideas for what we want to nickname our Chimchar, we have until we get to Eterna City, and we'll swing by the name raider and see what's the most popular name. So let's head off to the lake with Barry. Nathan. Gotta keep that in mind. This is Nathan. Man, I've known him as Barry for so long. Lake Verity ahead. According to legend, this lake is home to the Pokemon said to be the being of emotion. It is because of this Pokemon that people can experience sorrow and joy. Ooh. Alright, we're at the lake. Get ready, because we're capturing that legendary Pokemon. Trust me on this one. It's here. It even says so on the sign. And just listen to that lake theme. That is so serene, so awesome. If you ever, you ever got to sit down, you got to study for a while, maybe you got to sit down and get a lot of work done. put on some Sinnoh lo-fi music. It fits the lo-fi vibe so well, you will not be disappointed. This lake theme is so peaceful. It's even better with a little bit of backing track, a little bit of instrumental additions, some depth. But I mean, I could go on and on about every musical piece in Sinnoh. I mean, I know there's a lot of Poketubers who will, I mean, that's what they do, is they discuss like Pokemon music and evaluate it, talk about the emotions that are being tried to convey, that are being conveyed to the listener. And listen how this just picks up, right? And you really pick up that energy, and then it just falls back off and falls back into the serene right there. Oh, it's beautiful. What's going on? Also, the best villain right here. The flowing time. The expanding space. I will make it all mine one day. Cyrus is my name. Remember it. Until then, sleep well you can, legendary Pokemon of the lake bed. Allow me to pass. Step aside. What was that about? Weird guy. Okay, Ev, let's catch the legendary Pokemon. Whoa! Did you hear that, Ev? That was the legendary Pokemon crying. That had to be it. Okay, this is our chance. Let's catch it. Wait, what? We don't have anything on us. You know, Pokeballs. P-O-K-accent-E balls. If we don't have those, we can't catch Pokemon to take them around with us. Do you think Professor Rowan would give us some if we asked him? You know, you remember what he said, don't you? He said to visit him at his lab if we needed anything. Okay, Ev, I'll race you. First one to the professor's lab in Sandgem Town rules. I'm afraid that's gonna be me, Barry. Nathan. We'll get it eventually. I shouldn't have changed his name to Barry so much in my last couple playthroughs. Really rubbing off on me. Oh, and right in front of this person, we reach our first wild encounter. It is a Starly. Now, unfortunately, we do not have any Pokeballs at the moment, but as you just heard, that's what Nathan and I are headed to Professor Rowan's lab in Sandgem to do. Now see, fun fact, as long as we're on the first route, I feel like this is pertinent to talk about. My first team in Pokemon Diamond was actually the first 6 Pokemon that I encountered with a slight asterisk on that. So, when I was playing, I started with my Chimchar. Give me 1 second. Wild Pokemon lurk in the tall grass. They can come bursting out at any time. So if you're wanting to battle wild Pokemon, just walk in the tall grass. If you want to avoid wild Pokemon, then stay out of the tall grass. Yeah, so when I started my first playthrough, I had Chimchar as my starter, and then I caught the first 5 Pokemon that I encountered after that. And those were actually Bidoof, Starly, Shinx, Badoo, and my last Pokemon was actually Cranidos that I dug up in the underground and revived in the Orberg Museum. And I got so attached to those characters, and especially watching the anime and how, you know, Paul would abandon his Pokemon and Ash took on Chimchar, I just felt so strongly that, you know, these guys, they were my team. These guys were what fate put in my lap for me to work with, right? That they could be strong, all I needed to do was trust them and bring out their inner strength. And so, although I did catch other Pokemon to send back to Professor Rowan, I did make that decision that I would not abandon my first 6. I felt like I was just leaving them, hanging them out to dry if I didn't. And I'm so glad that I did. I mean, I spent so much time with that team. They mean so much to me in this modern day. They are iconic every time I see them in the TCG or in a Pocket set. If you're playing Pokedex recently, it's a great game. I've been absolutely addicted to it. We got an Infernape EX back in Space Time Smackdown. You have no idea how happy that made me. Trainer tips. Don't be shy. Talk to anyone and everyone you happen to see. By talking to people, you will get invaluable information and advice. That's what we plan on doing. If your Pokemon's health, that's his HP, is getting low, you should go home and get some rest. Yeah, something I didn't realize for a while, until I started playing a lot of Pokemon games, your mom, until you get to the first Pokemon Center, your mom serves as functionally a Pokemon Center. You can go back, she'll heal your team up. So, hypothetically, if you're in a Nuzlocke and you want to do a little bit of grinding on the first route, I mean, it's limited, you know. It is the first route. You're going to be there for a while if you want to get any significant levels. But just a little bit extra grinding, that could be useful. Just hopping back over to your mom's house, having her heal your Pokemon, and then kind of continuing your adventure. This guy, hi, I work at the Pokemon Mart. Did you know that a Pokemon's health is measured by hit points? If a Pokemon runs out of HP, it faints and can't battle anymore. If a Pokemon's HP gets low, you should heal with a potion. Here, let me give you a potion as a free sample. First one's free. It will automatically go into the medicine pocket of your bag. We obtained a potion. Ev put the potion in the medicine pocket. And that will come in handy later. I am allowing potions in this playthrough. Now, I'm gonna try not to be, spammy with them, just kind of stalling out with them. But hypothetically, if we can use them sparingly, I do feel like it's something to add a little bit of more strategy into the battles. Especially being on set mode, maybe staying in and healing up would be a better move than switching out to another team member. So, we won't be abusing potions, but we will be using potions. Chimchar gains 16 EXP. What does this sign say? This is Route 201 towards Sandgem Town. That ledge is one way. Jump down for a shortcut to Twinleaf Town. Well, we will be taking that in a second when we head back. But for right now, we got Dawn to talk to. Oh, there you are. Please, come with me. The professor is waiting. This is it, our Pokemon Research Lab. Let's go. Duh. What the? Oh, it's you, Eb. That old guy, he's not as scary so much as he is totally out there. It doesn't matter, Ev. I'm out of here. See you later. And there goes Nathan. Whoa, what was that? Your friend sure seems to be really impatient. Well, anyway, let's go inside.
Well, well, look who's here. Ev, was it? Let's have a look at your Pokemon. I see. This Pokemon seems to be rather happy.
I just noticed that. I've never looked at this closely enough. He reaches in his pocket, brings out Chimchar for Professor Rowan to hold, and kind of look him in the eyes and takes him back. That's cool. Cool little details.
Entrusting you with that Chimchar was no mistake, it seems.
Well, would you like to give it a nickname? Oh, I didn't forget. This is when you give it a nickname. So we will not be giving it a nickname today. I'll be waiting for that comment, and we'll be nicknaming it in the episode when we arrive in Eterna City at the Name Raider's house. But for right now, we will not be giving it a nickname.
When I first saw you two about to step into the tall grass without Pokemon, I was shocked. I was astounded by these foolhardy children. But now you've astounded me in an entirely different way. Already, there's a bond growing between you and that Pokemon. I feel privileged to have met you. I'm sure Chimchar feels the same way about you. That's why I ask you to cherish that Chimchar of yours.
I'm so glad that you're kind towards Pokemon. If you weren't, I'd have to... Oh, I just can't say it.
Anyways, let's move on to the main topic. There is something I want you to do for me. Allow me to properly introduce myself first. My name, as you know, is Rowan. I study Pokemon. First of all, I want to know exactly what kinds of Pokemon live in the Sinnoh region. To do so, it is necessary to collect data using the Pokedex. This is what I wish to ask of you. I want to entrust you with this Pokedex. Will you use it to record data on all the Pokemon in Sinnoh for me? Yes, we will. Good answer.
I've obtained the Pokedex. And so we will be, grabbing different team members as we go throughout the region. And I will be trying to complete the Pokedex by the end of this playthrough as well. So just catching Pokemon, evolving Pokemon. If your Pokemon doesn't make it onto the original first team of 6, don't worry. We will be trading up Pokemon Gary style, just back and forth through the PC. They're all safe with Professor Rowan when they're in the PC. So absolutely no worries. It's helpful that I've learned that as I've gotten older.
That Pokedex is a very high-tech device. It will automatically record data on every kind of Pokemon you encounter. Ev, I ask that you go everywhere and meet every kind of Pokemon in this region.
I've got one too! When you walked up on...
Wrong person. When you walked up on Route 201 with your Pokemon, what did you feel? I've lived for 60 long years. Even now, I get a thrill when I'm with a Pokemon. Now, you should know that there are countless Pokemon in this world. That means there are just as many thrills waiting out for you out there. Now go! Ev, your grand adventure begins right now.
The Pokemon that I met for the first time was a Turtwig! If you would have chosen a Turtwig on Route 201, we'd have the same Pokemon now! Not that it matters, but... Anyway, I'm Dawn. I also helped the professor add pages to the Pokedex, so in a sense, I'm just like you. I got a little head start on you, that's all. I'll be happy to teach you things. Glad to meet you, Ev.
Actually, that reminds me. So, I just recently got my girlfriend to play a Pokemon game with me. I know it's a grand achievement. And so, I had her pick from the Sinnoh starters, and she was convinced. She was asking me to show them the final evolution, she wanted to see them in the anime, she wanted to really know who she wanted to play with. And she was convinced that she was going to use Piplup. She saw Dawn's Piplup in the anime, and she thought it was very cute. And then, the day before we started our game, she saw Empoleon and decided that it lost its cuteness, and she was actually going to go for Turtwig, which I think is very fitting for her. She's very much the green thumb, she's very into plants, and Turtwig just kind of has that, vibey, relaxy nature. And I think it was a very nice fit for her. But, so that's now what I think of as her signature Pokemon. And so it's cool seeing Dawn talk about her Turtwig, because it reminds me of my girlfriend.
Ev! I have something good here. You should take this as well.
Obtain the TM27.
That is the technical machine. That one contains the move Return. Using a technical machine, or TM for short, teaches a move instantly to a Pokemon. Bear in mind, however, that a TM is single use only. The move Return gains power the more friendly your Pokemon is with you. It's up to you, of course, if you want to use that TM or not. I'll send you off with a wish that your journey will be fun.
Oh wow! I didn't know the professor had TMs. Was he a trainer when he was young? Okay, Ev, I'll act as your mentor. I've got a bit more experience than you as a trainer and as the professor's assistant. Okay, follow me. This building with the red roof is the Pokemon Center. It's the place that heals Pokemon that have been hurt in battle. You can find a Pokemon Center in most towns. The building with the blue roof over here is the Pokemart. It's a shop where you can buy and sell items of medicine. Ev, since you're a novice trainer, you will be able to buy many kinds of merchandise. Don't let it bother you. Oh, that's right, Ev. Don't you need to let your family know that you're going to be helping Professor Rowan with the Pokedex? You may need to go far away, so I think you should let someone know. Oh, but before you go, heal up your Pokemon at the Pokemon Center. It'll be a lot less scary that way. Okay, bye now.
Back in Pokemon, bringing up the logical points. If you're going to travel across the country, you should probably go back and talk to your mom. Just let her know. What voice can we do for Nurse Joy?
Hello, and welcome to the Pokemon Center.
I think, yes, Serene. We're gonna go with Serene.
We restore retired Pokemon to full health. Would you like to rest your Pokemon?
Yes, we will. We're gonna heal up Chimchar.
Okay, take your Pokemon for a few seconds. Thank you for waiting. We've restored your Pokemon to full health. We hope to see you again.
Talk to that nice lady at the counter and hand her your Pokemon. She'll heal your Pokemon to perfect health in no time at all.
Do you see that PC over there? The fancy blue one. If you got Pokemon with you, it's free to use.
The top floor of any Pokemon Center is the Pokemon Communication Club. There, you can have all sorts of fun with your friends.
So, you heard Dawn. Let's head on back. Oh, I did remember, though. A little hidden gem and the beach at the bottom of Sand Gem Town. There should be an item nearby. There it is. Right by the waves. I have found an antidote. Which actually, in this game, if you start later in later games, this will be something different too. Poison is very dangerous in this game. It actually affects your Pokemon outside of battle. So every step you take, or however many steps you take, your Pokemon takes damage, and then you either faint or survive at 1 HP when it's all over. Neither one is preferable. So it puts much more of an emphasis on using these like traveling status healing medicines. And I really like that. It's kind of like more survival vibe. I do know that they did bring back a time-based version of Poison in the new Legends ZA game. And so that kind of gives you that dire feeling, and I do like the addition to that. It's a very cool game, by the way. Maybe after this game, I'll hop into other games, and Legends ZA may be one that we touch on. Oh wow, Pokemon are so cool! You can make yours battle and make them stronger. I wish I had some, it's so cool. So I don't forget what's happened till now, I better save this. There, now I can take a break. And this is Dawn's house.
Ah, so that Rowan fellow is back. He's quite the remarkable man. He's been studying Pokemon since way back. My son and grandchild help Rowan with his studies now.
Yes, a cool little tidbit if you didn't know. Rowan's assistant is Dawn's dad. Dawn is officially a Nepo baby, guys.
Who are you? Oh, you're F? Hey, you're doing that Pokedex thingy for the professor. Wow, that's the same as my big sister. Go for it. That thing you...
Oh, that thing you have. It's a Pokedex, isn't it? You're off to see all kinds of Pokemon now. Lucky you. Last house in the town. Pokemon grow steadily stronger from battling against other Pokemon. At first, though, you should take it easy. Heal your Pokemon regularly at Pokemon centers while you're leveling them up. A good trainer is one that takes care not to let their Pokemon faint from losing HP. Very true. It also helps you survive and not black out in the middle of a route. Let's go ahead and heed that advice. I will actually be stopping at the Pokemart today. Maybe not as a permanent fixture of the team, but I will be attempting to catch a Bidoof, just because it's the original rodent. It was on my first team, as I stated earlier, and it's very good for using all the HMs. But the thing I love about it was that not only can it use all the HMs, it can use all the HMs effectively, and so. Like, it actually can fight with those moves, because it gets stabbed. If you're not familiar, same type attack bonus on the move. So if you're the same type as the move you're using, it gets a 50% power increase. So all those surf, waterfall, strength, rock climb, I mean, you're getting that boost off it too, so you're getting a lot of damage. So that's one thing I really always liked about Bidoof, is a lot of times you gotta sacrifice a move slot to have an HM on your team.
And Bidoof will not be the only one to have HMs on this team. But Bidoof makes the best use out of it. And so I feel like it's a very cool regional road.
We're gonna go ahead and scratch the Bidoof.
Scratch the Bidoof. Touch the Bidoof.
If you get that reference, you're a real one. We're gonna go ahead and use scratch. And I think that's low enough. Let's hope this Bidoof is ready to become a member of our team. Come on, Bidoof. Why don't you travel with us? Bidoof's dad was added to the Pokedex. We will not be giving the nickname to this cop Bidoof. We will be updating it and Chimchar's names at Eternicity Name Rater. So, in addition to Chimchar's name, if you have any idea for Bidoof's name, I know there's a lot of meme potential with Bidoof. If you have any ideas for Bidoof's name, feel free to drop that in the comments down below, and we'll see which name comes out on top.
Welcome home, Ev. Are you and your Pokemon healthy? Take a quick rest, dear.
She's gonna re-heal our Bidoof.
What is it, Ev? Wow, Professor Rowan asked you to do something that big. Okay, dear, go for it. Your mom's got your back. Oh, I know, Ev. I've got something that you'll find useful.
Ev obtained the journal. That's a
journal. It keeps a record of your daily events. Check it and you'll be able to remember what you did last. Gee, a journey full of adventure. I envy you, kiddo. Plus, you're not alone. You have your Pokemon with you.
2 of them at that.
I wish I could go instead. I'm just joking, dear. Yep, Ev. I'll be alright by myself, so you go and enjoy your adventure. When you're exposed to new things and experience new sensations, it makes your mother happy too. But come back sometimes. I would like to see the kinds of Pokemon you've caught, dear.
Oh, it's Nathan's mom.
Excuse me, is my little Nathan here? Oh, no, he's not. Oh, then he must have left already. What to do? That boy shouted about going on an adventure, then he bolted.
I'm honestly surprised he came back to tell her.
He's so headstrong and reckless. I at least wanted him to take this. Not to worry, Ev will deliver that to him. Won't you, Ev?
We will.
Oh, really? You'd deliver that for me? Ev, please take this to Nathan for me.
We obtained the parcel. Now, a cool thing about that journal we just got, that's something unique to the Sinnoh games, I believe. And it kind of just gives you a rundown of everything you did since your last save file every day. So when you come back in, it'll catch you up. I mean, absolutely not necessary, but it's just one of those touches that makes this feel immersive and at home in the Sinnoh region here. There's so many little touches that just make such a big difference. And I love these Sinnoh games for it.
Bye-bye, Ev. Enjoy your adventure. Let me think. Knowing my boy, he would probably head straight to Jubilife City. Okay, please take that to my Nathan.
Headed straight to Jubilife City. Well, I guess let's head there as well. Let's see how close we can get. Now, I would plan to not grind our Pokemon in this playthrough. I don't want to sit in the grass and just bore you for hours. If I do, I'll speed that portion up. I do want to keep this playthrough fairly challenging. That's another reason I'm switching out Pokemon as we go. Maybe one gets super over-leveled. We're just going to give them a break from battling, and we're going to bring in a new member. Keep the challenge in it. I remember when I first played Diamond and Pearl, fighting all the gym leaders, fighting all the big trainers in the game. It was a challenge, and I like to relive that same kind of experience these days. But for right now, our Chimchar leveled up to level 6. No Ember quite yet, but I'm looking forward to that. Once Chimchar does get Ember, let's see its special attack. Quirky. Now, I'm unsure what the natures do. I'm not going to box a Pokemon or release Pokemon for having a nature other than the purely optimal one. That goes against everything I stand for in these games. I'll take something with a objectively bad nature, and I want to use it with the power of friendship because we can. So I just like to look at their personalities. Look at it as their personalities, right? Kind of get to know our team. Our Chimchar's quirky. He's highly curious and he happily eats anything. He reminds me a lot of an anime character that I know. Quite the coincidence, because that character would be Goku. If you don't know, Chimchar, Sun Wukong, Goku, some of my favorite characters across different types of media are all inspired by, I think I just said him actually, Sun Wukong. A character from a legend from China, from the Journey to the West. Very cool story. I've seen movies about it. Just recently, Black Myth Wukong came out. A fantastic game. But I've loved the Monkey King. I love the characters based off of them. And this Chimchar seems to be meant to be the Monkey King. So I'm very happy to see that. Oh, and our Bidoof is also quirky. Thoroughly cunning. That I would not use any other word to describe this Bidoof. That is a thoroughly cunning face. And he also happily eats anything. So they're very compatible. They're very similar. So it's cool that they're on the same team together. So now we've got our first two team members. We're gonna heal them up in the Pokemon Center. And we're just right about through the tutorial section of the game. If you're liking this content, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell icon, and comment down below. Make sure you drop in what you think the nicknames for our Chimchar and our Bidoof should be, and make sure you drop any suggestions for new team members in the comments down below. It was great hanging out with you today, and I hope to see you very soon in the next episode. This has been Ev, bringing the blaze back, and as always, make sure to stay blazing.